What's up, Coach Garrett here, and the workout of today is going to be shred. Now, what that means is we're going to utilize things like dumbbells, a kettlebell, and we're actually going to try to dust off that stability ball that I know a lot of you have buried in the closet at your house or in the basement somewhere. If we don't have it, no problem, we can get through it without it, but I think it would be fun to use. All right, so this is a little bit of a technique I used to use years ago, and I found is super effective to get a nice pump and to get those muscles working real hard, okay? So how it's gonna be done is gonna be broken up into two blocks, okay? Block one is gonna be upper body, block two is gonna be lower body. Now each block is gonna be 16-minute long, and within that block is gonna be two mini circuits, okay? So let's just go through block one, 16 minutes on the clock. Our first little mini circuit is gonna be a push circuit. So it's gonna be push-ups 8, then we're gonna go tricep extensions for 8, and then we're gonna go to narrow dumbbell floor press for 16, okay? That's the technique that I like to use, that 8-8-16 on this. And then what we're gonna do is take a small break, go right into the next mini circuit, which is gonna be more pulling. We're gonna do single arm unsupported rows, bicep curls, and then we're gonna jump right into front raise with a pull apart, okay? Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through each of these cycles as many times as we can in 16 minutes. My goal is to get at least 4 rounds in. That's the goal here on this 16-minute time frame. Okay, from there we're going to take a little bit of a break. We'll come back in. Block 2 is going to be lower body and core, same format as the top. We're going to go through the first little mini circuit. Is going to be a kettlebell squat or deadlift. It's going to be your choice. Then we're going to go to the ball. We're going to grab that ball and we're going to do leg curls. Now again, I will give you variations in the workout if you do not have one of those balls. And then we're going to finish that off with 16 kettlebell swings, okay? Again, if you do not have a kettlebell, we can make this work with just dumbbells, so don't run away yet, okay? All right, we're going to get into the next mini circuit, which is going to be all correlated. We're going to do stability ball rollouts for 8, hollow rockers. Those are going to be 8 reps each. And then we're going to go to these mini crunches, Rocky style, for 16 reps, all right? This is going to be a burner, and it's not going to take us too long to do. So, all right, let's get a warm-up in and get this thing started. Really quick before we start, if bonus points if anybody can tell me what this t-shirt is, okay? Even though it's not in English, but still, if you know what this is from, write that down in the comments too, because I will be super impressed. All right, so with that being said, I've got my stuff ready to go. We're going to start with a quick warm-up, get the heart rate going, get the blood flowing, and then we will start to pump. Now again, I say this a lot, but this is not going to be that long of a workout. We have 2 big blocks, about 16 minutes each, plus the warm-up, so we should be done after that, okay? All right, so I'm going to back it up. Who's in here really quick? Oh, yeah. Anne's in. Claudia's in. Okay, cool. All right, so what we're going to do really quick is we're going to go into some serratus rockbacks or rockbacks. That's going to kind of open up the hips a little bit there for our squats, but it's also going to get our lats involved, and it's going to kind of warm our shoulders right up. So this is a go-to for me. I want to think toes digging into the floor, knees a little wider than shoulders. Now before I do anything here, I'm going to think tucking my hip underneath. I want to get some core activation. Then from here, big inhale, I'm kind of pushing away from the floor a little bit so my upper back starts to round just a little bit, okay? That's just to try to get the serratus involved. Now what I'm going to do is as I exhale, I'm going to sit back into my heels. Breathing out, I'm pushing with my hands, driving my thumbs to the sky. Big exhale at the bottom. Rock back up until you feel that core engaged. Breathe in, open the upper back, breathe out. Boom. I'm going to go one more. Now I'm going to hang here. Now what I'm going to do from this position is, again, if you see my lats here, I want them to turn on. So just by me doing these micro movements is trying to get my pressure here. Then I'm going to start to crawl my hands over as far as possible without changing the position of my low back. So I don't want to shift over like this. I want to keep that tight, so I should feel a huge stretch kind of coming down the right side of my lat, almost coming all the way down to my hip. And I'm just going to breathe into that. Then I'm going to walk it all the way to the other side. As far as I can without changing position. Now again,
I feel this coming all the way from under my armpit around almost all the way into my lower back. But it's that muscle there.
And good, we're gonna rock back up. All right, nice job. So from here, we're just gonna go into Spider-Mans. We know these, okay? So again, I can set just like this if I'd like to, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna punch my heel to the back of the room, keeping that back glute tight. Now, what I'm gonna do from here is I'm gonna just nudge my knee out a little bit. I'm gonna rotate up. I'm gonna come thread the needle through, rotate up, reach towards the sky. I think I'm squeezing my shoulder blade together. Reach through. And back down. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to switch. So again, some of you can pop the switch, some may not. So again, just get me to the other side. Punching that heel through. I'm going to rotate up. I'm going to thread the needle through. Rotate up. Thread it through. Rotate up. Back down. Plank hold. So again, I'm locked in. Core is tight. I'm going to push away and driving my heels into the ground so I get some hamstring and calf stretch. And what's nice about this too is that my shoulder blades now are squeezing together, hands are overhead, and now I'm just going to pedal opposite heel to the floor. And back to planks. Bring those feet about shoulder width apart, and I'm going to walk it back. Now I'm at the bottom of a squat here. Okay? Now from this position, I am just going to grab my toes, extend up. I'll take a couple steps forward so you guys can see me better. Extend up. Sit back down. Push those elbows into your knees. Think, don't be here. Think shoulders always down and back. Grabbing those toes. Huge stretch the hamstrings. Bring it back down, shoulders down and back. I'm nudging my knees out. All right, again. And I'm gonna stand up tall. All right, so continuing with some squat and hinge pattern, I'm just gonna go to a couple Kang squats. So what that's going to be is I'm going to start with a hinge. So my goal is to get activation through my hamstrings, shoulder blades back. And now from here, I'm going to think about pulling myself into a squat. Okay? Now I'm going to stand up, back to that hinge. So think hands can be here, hands can be here. Hamstrings are on. Then I think pull my hips into a squat. Stand. Find the hammies, pull into a squat. Stand. We're going to do that 3 more times. 1. 2. 3. All right. We're going to start moving. Just going to think step and pull. Heel to butt. Good. Heel to butt. All right. Now it's going to be time to get the heart rate going. I'm going to go right into some jump squats. If you want to just do body weight squats, that is fine. Okay. So here's how it's going to work. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, stick on the jump squats. So I'm going to go fire, 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 catch, and then I'm going to go right into seal jacks, okay? So it's going to be 3 jump squats to a stick, and then 6 seal jacks fast. All right? All right, so again, here we go. I'm gonna come down, spread the floor. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, stick. Feet together. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 rounds. Set position. Hop. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last one. Spread the floor. Explode. 1, 2, 3. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, shake out. We are ready to go. We're going to start with upper body. I'm going to grab a quick sip of water. So again, we have in this upper body block, there's 6 exercises, but they're almost set up into 2 blocks. So they're almost set up into a block of push and a block of pull, okay? So the first block, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into push-ups, any variation you want. If you don't wanna do any kind of push-ups, just lay on the floor and do a chest press, just a normal chest press from the floor with dumbbells. You can do that 8 times. The second exercise, we're gonna lay on the floor together, maybe grab something lighter than you would do on your chest press, and we're going to do tricep extensions for 8. Then we're going to take those same dumbbells, bring them to close together, and rapid fire 16. All right, that's all I want to focus on now. Round 1, I'm going to kind of coach you through it, and then we're going to start firing these out, okay? All right, so dumbbells in hand, or at least ready to go. I'm going to pull mine out right here. I'm going to use these. I'm going to use these for now. Okay. I'm going to start my clock here. It's going to be 16 minutes. My goal is to get 3 to 4 rounds here, okay? All right. Push-ups, any variation, 8 reps. Start it slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, I'll try to keep it a medium pace. If you can't keep up with me, you'll know the exercises. Just go at your own. All right, all to the floor, tricep extensions. So I'm going to guide them down to my ears and up. Think elbows are pointing towards the sky. Eight. All right, then I'm going to take my weights, bring them close together so they're basically touching, guide them to my chest. And up, rapid fire. 16, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, so that was my push portion. Upper body pull portion. So what I'm gonna do here, exercise 1 is going to be a single arm unsupported row. Now, what does that mean? Bent over row, one side is out, and I'm just rowing 1. The goal here is I don't have support on my hand, so I don't want to twist and turn. Core is going to be a little more active. We're going to do 8 on the right, 8 on the left, okay? All right, so again, hinging, tension on my glutes and hamstrings, abs tight. You can see me from here. Switch it up. 8. All right, that was our first pull. Now we're going 8 bicep curls. Get my set. All right, 8 bicep curls here. Any variation you want. And I'll even mix it up in a little bit. Squeeze. Don't think just up, down. Flex, control, extend. 4, 3, 2, 1. If you're coasting through that, increase your weights if you can. Okay? Now the 16 is going to be something light. Okay? I'm going to say probably under 10s. Now, if anybody has any issues with these, I want you to find something that works. So for instance, I'm going to give you a couple variations. Lateral could be one. Front raise could be one. Bent over flies could be one. So if these that I'm going to show you right now don't feel right, jump to one of those other ones that feels good. You're doing 16. So these are going to get tough. We're going to start with a front raise, pull apart, reset. 2, 3, 4, 5. Core tight. I want arch in the back. Doesn't matter where your hands are. Find what's comfortable, and you're getting a fatigue, but not pain in the neck, elbows, or shoulders. 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Nice work. All right, now my dumbbells are all over the place, but you see how this is going to work now. There's our 2 blocks. We had our push and our pull. Okay, we're going to do 8, 8, 16, and we're just going to keep rotating through. So follow along with me. All right, push-up time. Here we go. Tricep extensions. All right, now press. If your weights can stick together, keep tension on them as they're coming up and down. So you're pushing against them as you're getting your 16. All right, I'm already feeling that. And again, if you're not, if you have extra and heavier weights to use them. All right, I'm gonna increase my weights here. Single arm row, unsupported. So set. Pass it over. Biceps. All right, here are the light ones. $16. Core tight, don't arch that back. right, 6 more. Here we go. Woo! All right, quick sip. I'm burning already. All right, push-ups, round 3. Here we go. Grip that floor with your hands. Woo. All right, tricep extensions. So again, once you all of a sudden hit these, then smash out those 16 narrow presses, it kind of sneaks up on you.
A little bit there.
All right, stick them. Here we go. If you're failing, go lighter. Two more. Last one. Nice. Push done. All right. So those are getting tough for me. I may decrease the weight on the last one. Okay? So again, here's a quick tip before we jump into the pulls. When it comes to this stuff, and you have a higher rep or higher volume, your body doesn't know what's in your hand, right? It only knows what it's feeling. So if all of a sudden your curls get hard and you're arching up to get them up like this, you say, I don't want to go less than 20 pounds. Your arms don't know, okay? So what's going to end up happening is you're going to end up compensating other places if they're fatigued. So what I would recommend, decrease the reps, reset your form, and then fire them out the right way. And your arms or whatever muscle you're working are going to get the stimulus that it needs, but it doesn't realize that, hey, you decreased the weight. It just says, okay, I'm working again and it's tiring. So just really keep that in mind, all right? I know a lot of times ego gets in the way of intelligence when it comes to decreasing weight, all right? I was like that at one point, but I'm far beyond that now. It's about staying smart and making sure you know what's supposed to be working, okay? Get that nice squeeze at the top, boom. Get that mental portion in and dial in. Switch it up. All right, bicep curls. If you look at me here, all the way down. Squeeze all the way down. Whew. All right, this is gonna be tough, I mean. Here we go. Think up, pull back. Six more. See how I'm stopping? What I'm doing is readjusting my position so I don't compensate. Two more. gang, we got one more time in. I'm gonna actually go and decrease the weight for that last round because I know, based on how I was feeling, that wasn't gonna go too well. All right, last set here, push-ups. Woo! All right, triceps. Let's see what I got over here. All right.
All right, kiddos. This one's going to be a tough finish.
Go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, I worked hard on that one. I hope you did too. Nice work. We're going to those pulls now. All right, last set here. Don't rotate. Tension on. I'm sitting in my hips. All right. Big curls. Woo. I'm going to challenge you. Grab something lighter than what you just had in your hands. We're going to go 8 more curls with something lighter than you just used. I'm going to show you how this gets tough when we decrease the weight still. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Guys, if you didn't have anything to decrease to, hopefully you get another 8 in with the weight you had. If it was light. All right. Big finish. I told you I was going to move down on this one. Just how I'm going to maintain pristine form and really get the shoulders and the rear delts to work. We're going to go 16. Grab a drink, meet me up front. Here we go. 1, 2. When we get to 8, I'm going to show you how we're going to make this harder if you need to. 4. This is a newer thing we don't do often. So I want to make sure we understood it first. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to increase the difficulty without increasing the weight here. All right, so follow me. Up, back, down, front, down. Up, back, front, down. Up, back, front, down. All right, 4 more. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice job. Okay, get your weights out of the way if you have a kettlebell, because you're not going to need them unless you do not have a kettlebell, and then keep your weights available. Okay, meet me up front really quick and we'll chit chat. Let me know how you're feeling. My upper body's feeling good right now. Okay, so come talk to me before we jump into lower body block. Okay, And Lim, what up? Thank you. You too. All right, so tell me how you guys are feeling. I'm feeling pumped. My biceps are feeling it. My shoulders are feeling it. My upper back is feeling it. So again, it's I'm not gonna say it's easy, but it's a good structure to kind of bang out something quick and have a nice little structure to it. So it's like that 8, 8, 16 I like to use, or I've used 10, 10, 20, and you kind of pick exercises within either a similar movement pattern or similar muscle group. 1, 2, 3, rest. Move on to something else, come back to it. All right, so I've done that for a while, and it's been a while since I've done it, but that used to be one of my go-to formats. So let me know how you guys are liking it, who's ever still here doing it. Now, again, if you're using proper weight, and I know we don't all have access to that, but as you can see, I'm sweating, right? I wasn't jumping around. I was just working hard over there. I was creating the stimulus. I was getting my mind-muscle connection, and I was using weights that were appropriate for what I'm able to do. So if that becomes the case and you just smoke through this and you're like, I didn't feel anything, then you know what? If you're going to be working out at home, I truly invest that I truly suggest that maybe you invest in maybe something a little bit heavier, just to give you the challenge you're looking for and the stimulus that you want. If you were able to make what you have work, perfect. Again, once you get better at mind-muscle connection, you can make things that are a little bit lighter feel a lot heavier with just proper technique and understanding of how to do the movement. Let me just check and see how these comments are looking here. All right, yeah. So you guys are feeling good and tired. All right. I don't want to talk too much because we're going to get into lower body and core, and I'll get you guys out of here. But awesome work. I want you to also learn as you do, okay? So that last thing where I was like, oh, if you come back this way, it'll make this harder. Yeah, it would make it harder. But again, that wouldn't be something I would jump to right away. I progressed you guys. We did this. And then if you wanted, you could add that, bring it back. And to be honest, I wouldn't have been able to bring it back if I didn't decrease my weights, okay, on that last round. So just be mindful of that too. Intelligence over ego, okay? All right, so we've got block 2, which is going to be lower body and core. So it's going to be the same format, except now we're going to utilize the lower body pattern and core. Now, based on how you guys are feeling, because I know you guys did a couple workouts this week as well, and there's a lot of lower body involved in those, right? So what we're going to start with is we're going to start with our first 8 is with a kettlebell. You can either do goblet squats or deadlifts, okay? So based on how your legs feel, if your quads and knees are feeling tired and fried from this week, then maybe doing a deadlift is probably going to be better for you today, okay? If you say, hey, I feel great, I want to do some squats, boom, here we go, squats, okay? So we're going to use a kettlebell, or you can use a dumbbell for your goblet squats based on the weight that you have, all right? Then what we're going to do is we're going to break out this bad boy, and we're going to do leg curls, okay? So that's going to really target the hamstrings, all right? We're going to really target those hamstrings, strong hamstrings. You know, that's going to protect the lower back, protect the knees, all right? If you do not have one of these balls, you can use sliders, or you can go into things like bridges or something like that with no weights if you want to, okay? So that's just an idea, okay? And then the third exercise is going to be kettlebell swings. That'll be our 16, okay? So I will get this thing rocking. I'm going to probably switch it around. So like round 1, I'll start with squats, okay? 8 reps. So boom, kettles up. Feet rip through the floor, rib cage stacked down, torque those knees out, pull myself into the squat, push myself out. All right, 8. I'm going to leave this here for my swings. Boom, I'm bringing out whatever I'm using for leg curls. Again, my feet are on top. What I'm going to think about is elbows driving into the floor. It's going to really get the upper back involved, keep me nice and stable. So push hard. As I'm curling this up, hips are coming off. Seeing how well you can see me. And my butt squeezed at the top, hips are shooting towards the sky. 8 reps. Control it down. Rip. If you have to reset at the bottom, please do. All right. 8. Swings. So I'm gonna hike this thing, pop it.
Balls all over the place. 12,
13, 14, 15, 16. All right, so there's my 16. I'm gonna move on to my core. So what we're gonna do here is I've got my ball available, okay? We're gonna go rollouts. So if you do not have a ball, what you can do, be on your knees, set up into a plank, and you can walk it back and forth, keeping a neutral hips. Or what you can do here is think plank on your feet, on your forearms, and just walk it back, walk it up. If you have sliders, do body saws, okay? So I just want something where we remain in neutral. We got some anti-flexion going on, okay? So any of those are fine, 8 reps. I'm gonna use my ball, ready, and here we go. 8.
find the abs, find the abs, find the abs.
Get tall. That's the key, get tall at the top. Lock in, I should feel my core engage before I even start. Press against the ball, abs are on, pull back. You should not get to a point where you get way down here and you're like this and your lower back feels it. Pull up before we get to that point. I'm at 3 more. And good, all right. So again, I'm gonna give you some variations as we go through this. But for now, I just wanna make sure you understand what we're doing. All right, hollow rocks, 8. Now, what is that? Well, first we need to know how to do a hollow hold. So, is that for everybody? No, not yet. We're gonna do lower back, pin it down, okay? I'm gonna bring one knee up just for support. I'm gonna bring one leg out. Lower back is still firm. I'm reaching here. You can hold this position. If that's the case, you just hold until I'm finished, okay? If you want to turn this into a rocker, here's the 2 ways. Level 1. Now look, I'm just rocking. I'm not doing anything. I'm just moving along my low back. So which means I have to keep myself in flexion here. Okay, I have to keep myself a little bit rounded. All right? Now, if you want to make this harder, hollow rocks it this way. Okay? All right, we have 8. If you're just going to do a hold, I will tell you when we're finished. Ready? And go. And 8. Nice job. All right, from here we're going to go toe touch crunch. So again, lower back on the ground, feet up in the air. I don't care if they're here, they're completely straight. What I do care about is that our hips are tucked underneath, lower back stays firmly on the ground. I'm just going to come up towards my toes. Small little reps. Lower back stays down. I don't come way up here, okay? 16 rapid fire. Ready? Here you go. All right. So again, bop, 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 okay? On those, make sure we're keeping abs engaged the whole time. That's our rapid fire hit. All right, we're moving around 2. So we know this. I'll go deadlift round 2 just to kind of show you guys and mix it up. All right, we know what we're doing. We know our variations. Let's rock. Boom. 2. All right. Leg curls. Remember, elbows into the ground, hips up. Get that squeeze up top. Swing 16. Again, if you have dumbbells only, swing them. You can do skiers, or you can bring it right between your leg, almost like a sledge swing. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, rollouts. Lock in. I'll slow down a little bit. All right, nice job. So what I'm gonna do here, this ball is rolling all over the place. So I'm gonna show you how I can keep it with me through the rest of these. So again, you're going hollow holds. You can do this, you can do that, and just hold it and have pressure on this ball, okay? I'll tell you when we're done. Hollow rockers is here or here, then we're just moving. So I'm just gonna keep the ball in my hands, keeping a little tension here. 8, ready, and go. All right, same thing on the crunches. 2 things we could do. Ball here, then we can attack it. Touch you, keep tension. 13, 14, 15, 16, boom. All right, so again, I like that because it forces us to add a little tension. I'm all about tension. So if we can kind of keep that between our feet, adductors slightly activated, and then we're hitting our crunches, we're just getting a little extra. So easy way to keep that ball involved, okay? All right, taking our move, round 3. I'll go squats. 8, 7, 6, 5, get deep. 4, elbows should at least touch quads or get below them. Good. Unless obviously you have an issue with lower back or anything like that. And if your variation is like a sit to stand off a box or a bench, hell, do that. Again, I want to make this as one size fits all as I can. No. So that's why I have all those variations, okay? All right, abs tight. Oh wait, no. Not there yet. Leg curls. Sorry. All right. Lock and load. Elbows. Squeeze. Again, sliders, bridges. But regardless of what you're doing at the top, little pause. Let the hamstrings know you're working them. All right, 16 swings. Ready, and hut. Attack those hips. Let the bell float through. Snap it. 10 more. All right. Grab your ball or whatever you're doing for your rollouts. Lock and load. There we go. Little pause at the bottom. Remember, goal is abs, 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 abs. Rip it. Look down at the floor. Don't be up here. Okay? Wherever your eyes are, your body wants to follow. One more. All right, I'm going to use this thing for my hollows. Notice I'm still. Woo. All right, rapid fire. Feet, tension. Get my adducts involved. Get to the balls. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, I'm feeling it. All right, we're at 13 minutes. So we're gonna see how much more we can get in, at least one more round. I'm gonna go to squats. Light curls. Sixteen swings. Ready. Tilt. Hut. All right, roll out. Again, mind muscle. Focus. Abs the whole time. It should never be a question of where I'm supposed to feel this, okay? Never. If you are, lighten things up. Find the connection and then build off of that. All right. Hollow holds with the rock, okay? Rapid fire. Woo! All right, gang. We are 10 seconds so we get to 16 minutes on that side. So we were able to get 4 rounds in again. So come meet me up front. We got in, we got out. Nice job. Hopefully you're feeling a little pumped now in the legs, in the upper body. Again, this is all about mind-muscle connection and a great format for to use another time. So if you say, hey, that wasn't too bad, I don't have heavier weights, and if you want to jump back into this workout another time, do the same thing, But then just instead of doing 8, 8, 16, maybe do 10, 10, 20 on everything. And now all of a sudden we're progressing, but in a different way, right? We're progressing through reps just because we don't have access to anything heavier. So you can always progress through load, you can progress through reps, and then you can see you're making some progress. So again, if you feel like you could have done more, boom, hit this one up again. I'd love you guys to put another comment in here later down the road and say, hey, I did this one again, I liked it, and I increased my reps or increased my weight, or whatever it may be, or increase the change your variation. All right.